Xin chào from the beautiful Ho Chi Minh City here in southern Vietnam. I'm just outside the Saigon Budian, Saigon Central Post Office. It's quite a touristy spot, and not many post offices around the world become tourist spots, and it's quite interesting that this one is open on a weekend. And so I'm here to show you the postmarks that I collected traveling from the north of Vietnam all the way to the south. This is gonna be a very short video. Oh, here I go again. Promising you a short video when I know it's not gonna be a short video. I'm gonna tell you about those places that I visited when I collected the postmarks, and maybe give you a little bit of an idea what to expect when you go to those places, those cities, right? But if you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Let's start with the Central Post Office in Hanoi. This is the post office just across the Returned Sword Lake. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name in Vietnamese, but it's just at the old quarter in Hanoi. 3 minutes away from the Hanoi Central Post Office is this other post office where I visited first. Actually, I sent postcards from the smaller one, not knowing that the Central Post Office is quite nearby. But what's amazing about central post offices in Vietnam is that they have these tables and chairs where you can just take your time, concentrate, write on your postcards or write on your mails. Even here at Saigon Central Post Office, actually, if I have the time, I'll edit a video of what it looks like inside. Many tourists write their postcards from there. I'm sure for many of them, it's their first time sending postcards, because when I went here 2 days ago, I met people who have never written on postcards or sent postcards before. Yeah, back to the Hanoi Central Post Office and what you can do in Hanoi. Of course, I had to eat pho, right, in Hanoi, because there's this restaurant that was open since I think 1948, if I remember it right. So I had to eat pho from there. What else? I also visited the Ho Chi Minh Museum. The Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum is also in Hanoi, just a few steps away from the museum. But when I was there on my last day, it wasn't gonna open in the afternoon, so I wasn't able to see the inside of the mausoleum. But I was able to visit the museum, and it's worthy of a visit. Please visit the Ho Chi Minh Museum when you're in Hanoi. Now, going to the next city, which is Ninh Binh. This is Ninh Binh. I took the train from Hanoi station, which the same train that passes by the train street. If you've seen the videos online of these cafes all lined up, and they're just right in front or just beside the train tracks. It looks dangerous, but it actually isn't. But going to Ninh Binh, I took the 2-hour ride via the reunification train. It's what they call it. It's what they call it, the reunification train. This Ninh Binh postmark is I had the Hanoi Central Post Office postmark on the 16th, and then I had the Ninh Binh on the 18th. And in Ninh Binh, I went to the Lying Dragon Mountain. It's hard to trek it if you're not fit. Like me, I'm not fit. I actually tripped on one of the steps because I'm stupid. And then I went to the Hoa Lu Ancient City, Hoa Lu Ancient Town. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the name, but it's beautiful in the morning. It's also beautiful at night. There are so many tourists at night. If you have the time to visit it during the daytime, I absolutely recommend it, although you would need sunblock. I'm actually here in June. It's supposed to be the typhoon season, but since I got here in Vietnam, I've only had 1 day of rain, and it wasn't even a whole day of rain. It was just maybe like a few hours of rain. What else? So yeah, from Ninh Binh, I took the sleeper bus from near the Ninh Binh station. The sleeper bus is cheaper than the train, and then more comfortable and faster than the train. I had to take the sleeper train. I went to Hue. I just bombarded this page with a Hue postmark. I got this on the 20th. So Ninh Binh 18, Hue 20th. There, of course, I had to visit Hue Imperial City, which is just a few minutes away from the hotel where I was staying, although it was really hot. I have to have sunblock. And then I had to eat bún bò Hue. I went to Dongba Market, and bún bò Hue, if you've seen No Reservations with Anthony Bourdain, he ate bún bò Hue when he was in Ho Chi Minh, which is, I think, a bad idea because the best place to enjoy bún bò Hue is, of course, in Hue. Hue, I think, is the right pronunciation. I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I also went to Thiên Mụ Pagoda. There you can see the sedan that the Buddhist monk Thích Quang Duk, I am mispronouncing the name, that he rode when he was in Ho Chi Minh for the protest. He protested. Oops, I'm gonna back to the Buddhist monk, right, who self-immolated. He burned himself to death in protest against the president in 1963, who had these policies that were seen as, well, not just seen as, they were actually very anti-Buddhist. He committed suicide. He rode that sedan going to an intersection here in Ho Chi Minh City. Actually, I went to that place yesterday, and in that intersection, in one of the corners, there is a shrine or a monument dedicated to him. The name of the streets are now different. You might want to do your research if you want to visit and pay your respects to Thích Quang Duk. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, but that is what you can expect when you visit Hue. There are also tombs of the former emperors, because Hue was the former capital, and they have at least two tombs there, I think. One is a tomb of the former emperor who was anti-French, and one was for the French, but they're different. And from Hue, I went to Da Nang via limo van, which was faster and again cheaper than the rest of the options. This is Da Nang. What is he on about? This is the Da Nang postmark, and in Da Nang, of course, I had to visit the Marble Mountain. But before that, I crossed the Dragon Bridge. Dragon Bridge is famous for the lights at night, but I wasn't there on a Friday, on a Sunday, or a Saturday, because that's when they light it up at night. I was there on a Tuesday, June 22. Was it a Monday or a Tuesday? I forgot. I told you, I don't have a sense of time anymore. Anyway, I was there in the morning because there's no point going there at night, and it was so hot. I crossed it. Google said it takes 20 minutes to 30 minutes to cross the bridge, but I crossed it in under 10 minutes. You just have to walk faster, Google. In Da Nang, I also went, like I said earlier, to the Marble Mountains. It's quite an interesting visit. One of the mountains had a cave with torture scenes that gave me nightmares. One of the mountains had a Buddhist temple, which is also a nice, an interesting place to visit. I had a detour to Hội An. Going to Hội An, I just hired a Grab bike. So I'm moving from one place to another without using the same mode of transportation. From Da Nang, I went to Hội An via Grab bike. It was just a 45-minute ride. Hội An is, of course, quite near to Da Nang, so it was just a day visit for me. I went to the exact same market, exact same stall where Anthony Bourdain ate, but I ordered a different. No. I ordered the same thing. We took a selfie. The lady who cooked for Bourdain and for me cooked. I asked her how long she's been serving there. She said 35 years, and then she's gonna be there for 5 more, she said. I also, what else did I do? I met this new friend in the postal office in Hội An, and she was sending postcards to friends. Her hotel had 3 postcards that were sitting there for over a year now, and she just offered to bring them to the post office. That's what she did. We were able to read the messages because postcards are not closed in envelopes, right? Whoever is holding the postcard can read the message. It was possible for us. And we read in all of the postcards, all 3 postcards, somewhat similar. They were being sent to 3 different people, but almost the same messages. They were all telling the recipients that on that day that they were writing the postcards, it was raining and they were swimming on the streets of Vietnam. But that just made us realize that we're lucky because we are here in Vietnam and it hasn't rained yet. Well, yesterday it rained, but when I was in Hoi An, when I was in Hanoi to Hoi An, it didn't rain. And it's not raining here. It's overcast, but you see a little bit of blue on the skies. Now, from Da Nang, Hoi An, and then I went back to Da Nang because again it was just a day visit. From Da Nang, I took the Vietjet flight to Saigon, to Ho Chi Minh. Now here is the Saigon Central Post Office. This is my 3rd day here outside. I went there on the 24th. I went here on the 24th, 25th, and today is the 27th or 26th. Oh no, I don't know the time. Wait a minute, just let me check my phone. 27. Today is the 27th and it's 1:21 p.m. So here in Saigon, here in Ho Chi Minh City, of course I had to go to other places that Anthony Bourdain enjoyed, good food. I've met interesting people in Ho Chi Minh City. Of course I've had bad experiences with hotels. Be careful about the bait and switch practices here in Ho Chi Minh City. But going back to the food, Anthony Bourdain enjoyed a lot of food here a lot of good food here in Ho Chi Minh. I went to at least 2, and ordered the exact same thing that he did in one of them. On the second one, it was closed when I got there. They were already closing when I got there because the place is called The Lunch Lady and they weren't gonna serve afternoon snacks. It was just a lunch place. But I wrote this. I'm gonna link a story about it in the comment section. Help you read it and enjoy the short story about how kind the Vietnamese people are. Yeah, this is the Saigon Central Post Office. It's quite beautiful inside. I promise you, if you visit, it's worthy dropping by the Saigon Central Post Office. Even if you are not interested at all in sending postcards or whatever, just go to this place and see the interesting activities inside. No, not activities, but the goings on inside. Yeah, this has been RA. This is The Analog Times. Thank you very much for clicking this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a hi in the comment section. Bye bye.